Hey everyone, this is Corey with Stafford's EDC, and today we're taking a look at the real Steel Serenity. This is a large slip joint with a double nail nick. You can see it's on both sides here. Despite the clip is reversible, I'm sorry. I was going to say despite the clip not being reversible, but it is. It drops in the little slot down there. This is the slip joint version of this knife. They do make a front flipper version of this as well. This version comes in at 75 bucks. There's other G10 colors available. This has that stupid 3/4 stop that I hate so much. I started off by saying it's not bad. It's probably trying to imitate the French notch a little bit, which it's not doing very well. But I think that in my head, that's what they're getting at. But the more I open these knives, the less I like it. But anyway, this is a larger slip joint. This is much larger than slip joint most people would carry. I have a Pepe Holomo Trapper here. This is a custom. This is like 3.7 inches closed, and you can see just how much the real steel dwarfs this. This is on the smaller end of slip joints that I like. It's not tiny by any means, just my personal taste. It's a little bit small. But this guy is actually a really good size for me, but I understand the average person might not like a slip joint this large. But I do think it looks nice. I think the design's quite nice. The front flipper version of this is probably awesome, if I had to guess. And probably not super expensive. I think I said already this is 75 bucks. I can't imagine that the front flipper is much more expensive if it's not cheaper. This has decent action, decent walk and talk. I wish it was a half stop and not this 3/4 stop thing. Or they just did a cam tang where, you open it all the way up. No stop at all. That would be fine with me. But, instead we have that. This clip is very deep carry. This hangs off the end of the knife. So this will fully sit in the pocket, and it's not a very offensive looking clip either. If this was sitting over your clothes, then no one's necessarily going to know that it's a knife, if that's something you care about. I tell you that I used to think, oh, if you're working in an office, maybe you don't want a clip like that. Well, I've been working in an office now for 6 months or so. After graduating, I went back to the place I was interning as an intern last year. I came back as a full-time employee, and no one cares. Nobody cares. No one's looking at your pockets. Unless you're carrying around the Chavez clip and it's in people's faces all day, then you're probably going to get away with it, no problem. Check your workplace rules, but outside of rules, I don't think anyone's really going to care what you do with your life. No one's looking at your pocket. I stabbed myself in the thumb. It's not bleeding. But if you see blood on my thumb later, just know I accidentally stabbed myself just a second ago. But yes, a nice looking knife for sure. I really like the design of this. It's comfortable in hand. The pocket clip, you can feel it a little bit, but it doesn't bother me all that much. It's fairly nondescript. It's maybe got a little bit of ramp to it, but it's not bad. And this little tiny bit of harpoon, great resting place for your thumb, though you don't want to put too much pressure because this doesn't have a crazy strong spring, and you could accidentally push that to that 3/4 stop, but that's the point of it, so that way you don't kill your hand right away. Half stop would do the same thing. It just would be here instead, so you'd have to just have your hand lower. Again, I'd rather get chopped partially into my hand than, all the way through if it was gonna slam shut. But that's the thing with slip joints. You got to be careful. Don't be doing nothing stupid. That's kind of what I was trying to say. Yeah, don't do stupid shit with a slip joint. That is going to get you hurt. It doesn't have a lock on it. Remember that. Most people do remember that. A lot of people as kids, as adults, as just being a drunk idiot, whatever it might be. Sober, drunk, doesn't matter. Everyone's made a stupid decision with a slip joint at some point in their life. I tried to close one. I tried to open one-handed once. And when it got to the half stop, it jumped out of my hand. I was pushing it like this. It jumped to the half stop, and my thumb, because I was pushing so hard, shot right into the blade. And I chopped down to bone on the tip of my thumb. So yeah, everyone's done stupid shit. I was stone cold sober, 19 years old when I did that. So Yes, everyone does dumb stuff. Don't be stupid with a slip joint. I'm not here to rant about that. Everyone should know not to be stupid with knives. You can have fun, just don't be stupid. Anyway, the Serenity here, very comfortable in hand. It's a nice design. It's a large slip joint, and it cuts really well. It's N690. It's got decent blade stock, but it's not super thick, and the grind doesn't get crazy thin, but you know, it thins out. It's a flat grind, so it cuts through things pretty easily. You're not going to have a ton of drag or trouble with this. The nail nick helps break that up, and then there is a little bit of swedge going on, which helps with passing through material as well. That way you're not dealing with that full thickness all the way up through the spine. You have just that little bit of relief at the end, which helps things out. You might not think it does, but it does make a difference. So overall, this is a pretty cool piece. Again, it's a larger slip joint, so it might not be for everyone. I personally am a big fan of the size of this, though I do carry things that are smaller, like this Keone. You know, you can see that this open is 3/4 of the length of this Serenity closed. So, though I do enjoy a knife like this, I do also very much enjoy a slip joint that is larger, like this one, and like many others. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and have a great rest of your day. Thanks, and take care.